fumble. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Etienne once more. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Left wing 19. Ready.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 24, Lawrence. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Jaguars. T. Higgins
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this match. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready. Check contact. Bronco switch. Go.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Cash. Buffalo 18.
On 2nd and 11 now. Willis. His pass caught at the 4. And the Titans are going to be sent over to 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll give Henry another shot. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
70, Timberwolves. Warriors, 70. 60 Maverick. Rig alert. Ready.
Willis on 3rd and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chigakakwo as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to 24. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now whistles here. And I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He's going to throw one up from the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there as time expires in the first half.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible. But this possession is an empty one.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Lawrence.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
19 right, 18 Pioneer.
They go play action with Willis.
Buying time to his left. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Titans are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 72 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
And now here is another interception.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titan 16.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's got room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll run it again with Henry. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
79 Broncos.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Back to 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On third down, it's Willis.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Willis, fourth down, has to have it.
That is caught inside the 5.
And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Here's Lawrence.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield, unable to connect. But admire the effort.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, pass. Panther 11, Panther 11. 65 cat, 65 cat.
Willis, gotta have this one.
He's going to go up top again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. That one looks like he'll throw here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Willis looking to throw it.
And he's got his big tight end here. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10, Willis.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
79 Broncos. Track of 60.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
This complete to Henry over the middle.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw, Willis.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Left wing 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Come on, set.
Fans usually love to see.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team.